Well, here we are in the basement, just like always. Never gets any better, never changes. But there's something interesting happening right now. And let's talk about the Wii scandal. And let's actually talk about whether or not this scandal is going to have any legs. One of the problems we're dealing with right now is that I have no idea what conventional Canadian political wisdom is. We've never done it in the middle of a pandemic before. We've never had an economic crisis like this before. Just in terms of the scale of the numbers, this is bigger than the 2008 crash. So I mean, if you are a historian of the Great Depression, maybe you can give me a call and walk me through some of this stuff. But in the meantime, we don't have any metrics to try and understand how this would normally work. So let's talk about the Wee scandal if it was happening in a normal Canadian summer. You'd be asking yourself, which way was it going to go? Was it going to be the kind of scandal that just completely fizzles because it's the summer and the House is not in session and Canadians aren't paying attention because they're all off at their cottages or they're on vacation or they're camping or they're visiting grandma and grandpa, whatever? Would it just fizzle because no one was paying attention? And then, come Labor Day, life would get back to normal in Ottawa and the journalists would go back to work. That could easily happen because if you think about all those trends, people are busy, people aren't paying attention, people are out and about, the reporters aren't working because they have to use their vacations too. All of those things could easily end up happening here and, in fact, actually be magnified by the pandemic. All of these things we're already dealing with, we're kind of dealing with them all to the 10th power, right? This could completely fizzle in a week or so. Then again, the other side of the Canadian political conventional wisdom is that maybe right now, people might be paying more attention than ever. Right now, we've got a prime minister who has, up until very recently, been giving daily press conferences. We've got a press corps in Ottawa that is chasing stories like mad because they're probably very happy to have something else to talk about after 4 months of talking about COVID. We've got a prime minister right now that's riding very high in the polls, and there's always a bit of danger, right? Because what goes up will eventually come down. I honestly have no idea if the conventional rule of Canadian summers being the time when scandals are a good thing to get out of the way is going to apply on this one. The prime minister has been high in the polls for a long time. He's going to come down eventually. When is that going to be? As the virus situation improves in Canada, as we start to see some encouraging signs of our jobs coming back, as life gets a little bit back to normal, the prime minister will find himself having politics as normal. Maybe it won't be this scandal, maybe it won't be this summer, but soon enough, the relatively free ride is going to be ending. Maybe it's happened already, maybe it hasn't. But if it's not this, it will be something else, and it might be sooner than we think.